Hey, it's Huddle Up time. It's March the 12th, and tonight we're going to be talking about what would happen if you didn't drink water. And I wanted to introduce, for the sake of people that's in the support group, and they don't really know who we all are. And now that we are posting our videos in there, I thought that I would at least introduce each of us. Martha, just say who you are and where you're from.
Martha Toth, and I'm from Ohio.
And Lisa?
Lisa Griffin, and I'm in Kissimmee, Florida.
And your volume's not coming through good, so I don't know if you need to be closer or whatever.
Lisa Griffin, and I'm in Kissimmee, Florida.
And Lisa is a health coach. And Dorothy?
I'm Dorothy Karub, and I'm in Michigan.
And Martha Pickering.
I'm Martha Pickering, and I'm from Lake Wells, Florida.
And she's also a health coach, and so is Dorothy. And Marcia Novita. We also refer to Marcia as Bird Mom.
Okay, I'm from Kissimmee, Florida.
Thank you, Marcia. And Tony Torres, my husband, my significant other.
Yes, and I'm in Kissimmee, Florida.
And so am I. And welcome to tonight's Huddle Up. We're going to go ahead and get this show started. Tonight we're going to be talking about water. We hit on that from time to time, and last week it was a subject, and it inspired me this week to learn myself and then share with you guys about what would happen if you didn't drink water. And some things are obvious, some things we don't really think about, but we know you get headaches when you get dehydrated. I didn't know about bad breath and I know dry mouth. Constipation and other digestive issues, one of the things we ask our clients when they're experiencing constipation under 5-1 is how are they doing with their water intake, and we encourage them to really get that water in there. And the joint and muscle pain, water is so important for that, and the fatigue and lethargy. And the heart needs the water, and so does the brain. So I got a little video here.
Now, for those of you thirsty for more knowledge, comes this. What if you stopped drinking water for a day? You know, your body is up to 70% water. This figure changes with age. When you were a fetus, hey, remember that? You consisted of 95% of water for the first month of existence. At birth, this amount became lower, 77%. All in all, in a 150-pound person, there are 11 gallons of water, and 2/3 of this water is in your cells. So why is water so important for a human body? Well, it transports useful substances and nutrients to different organs of your body. It provides energy, it strengthens muscles and lubricates joints. It even lubricates your eyes. A normal cardiovascular function is impossible when you don't have enough water in your body. What's more, without sufficient amount of water, your body wouldn't be able to regulate its temperature and you'd start to overheat. An average person drinks about 264 gallons of water a year. People take this liquid for granted and probably never think what would happen if they stopped drinking it. Well, let's see what dire consequences this action would have. To begin with, water includes other liquids such as soda, juices, tea, and plain old soup. However, these options are perceived by your body mostly like food. But if you can't get pure water to hydrate yourself, these drinks will suffice. If the level of water in your body drops by 1%, your survival instinct will kick in and you will start to feel thirsty. So, what will happen to your body if you stop drinking water at all? Well, first of all, your urine will become dark. When your body feels the lack of water, the kidneys send more of this liquid to the blood. And as the blood keeps all of the water, the urine turns dark yellow. This way, your body conserves its fluids. After a day or so without liquid, you will stop peeing at all. What is more, you'll also have trouble swallowing due to lack of water in your body. Your brain will start to shrink. Oh, that's why. At first, this will be a temporary phenomenon, but if you don't recover your water balance, the brain may suffer from permanent damage. Another negative effect of the lack of water will be that your brain will have to work much harder to fulfill even the simplest tasks. Your energy level will drop significantly. You will start to lose focus easily, And what? I forget. Oh, you will become much more irritable. As water is supposed to lubricate your joints and the areas between your bones, its lack will make your whole body hurt as your bones will grind against each other. The condition of your skin will get much worse. Wrinkles and fine lines will become more prominent. The skin itself will feel dry and will start to peel away. Lovely. You'll start to suffer from headaches as your brain will have to make a double effort to do anything. Along with the headaches, you'll have pain in your eyes. There won't be enough water to lubricate them, so that they will become exceedingly dry. You will start to gain water weight. Now this may sound a bit illogical, but that's the way your body will try to conserve all the available water to prevent you from severe dehydration. As a result, you'll feel and look bloated. You will have great problems with your bathroom schedule. As soon as your body realizes that water is missing, it will start to absorb more, which will make it next to impossible to get rid of waste. Later symptoms will be muscle spasms and elevated body temperature. The blood won't get to the skin, and you may turn grayish-blue. You may faint or even have a stroke. After a period of 3 to 5 days, depending on such factors as your age, weight, and health condition, the organs of your body will start to shut down. This may lead to death after the brain starts functioning. Woo! Sounds terrifying, doesn't it? That's why it's extremely important to notice the signs of dehydration on time and do everything to avoid such a condition. So, pay attention to your water balance if your mouth becomes dry and it's hard to swallow. The color of your urine turns darker than usual. You gain weight despite your regular visits to the gym, meaning your metabolic rate has lowered. You feel feverish. Your heart rate is elevated. You feel dizzy and suffer from repetitive headaches. Your skin loses its elasticity and turns red. You feel constantly tired. You can't concentrate. If you're a guy, you may have erectile dysfunctions. You don't cry anymore, even if you're a guy with erectile dysfunctions. Not because you don't want to, but because you just can't. Each of these symptoms is worrying enough, but if you notice several of them, it's time to ring the alarm bell. You might be suffering from dehydration. You should immediately increase your water intake. However, you should do this correctly. People need a different amount of water according to their age, gender, weight, and lifestyle. For example, the Institute of Medicine advises women from 19 to 50 to drink 90 ounces of water a day, while men from 19 to 50 should consume daily not less than 125 ounces of water. Spread the amount of water necessary for you throughout the day. For example, drink 1 glass of water in the morning as soon as you get up. This will jumpstart your metabolism and hydrate you after the night when you didn't drink any liquid. Take a water bottle with you wherever you go. If you stay in the office during the day, put water on the table and take a sip now and then. If your job is connected with moving around, remember to put your water bottle in your backpack. You can play with different types of water bottles. For example, the ones with measurement marks on the side, with a special insulation to keep it cool, with a built-in filter, or a cylinder inside to keep a piece of fruit. If you go to the gym, drink more. After a set of moderate exercises, you need to have additional 1 to 2 cups of water. Use an app that tracks water intake. Such application can be programmed to remind you to drink more water. Some of them can even show the location of a free water fountain nearest you. Follow the rule of 8 by 8. This means that you need to drink 8 ounces of water 8 times a day. If water is unavailable, try to find other sources of hydration. You can drink juice, tea, coffee, or eat fruit instead. It goes without saying that water is the best liquid to hydrate you, but if you have no other choice, use anything you can pour into your cup to achieve your daily liquid intake norm. At the same time, try not to drink more than 4 cups of tea or coffee a day. Irritability, headaches, and insomnia will most likely be side effects of excessive consumption of these drinks. It may seem surprising, but more than 20% of your daily intake of water comes from food. Try to eat more celery, watermelon, and cucumbers to support your water balance. Another way to introduce more liquid to your diet is broths and soups. And finally, be sure of what you're drinking. There's this cruel little poem about being sure you know what liquid is water and what isn't. Johnny was a chemist's son, but Johnny is no more. For what he thought was H2O was H2SO4. So, do you know what that compound is?
Oh,
What is it?
huh?
What is that compound?
There it is.
Oh,
This chemical is unique because it not only causes chemical burns, but also secondary thermal burns as a result of dehydration. This dangerous chemical is capable of corroding skin, paper, metals, and even stones in some cases. So it obviously was a point, they were making. It was a joke. Now, Tony and I, in our home, when we were raising the girls, we had a pool, and we had a company come out to test the water and to put in a water filtering system and all. And as he was testing our water in the faucet, I have never forgotten, it's been years ago, but he says, hey, your water is suited to swim in. I mean, your water is suited to drink, but it's not suited to swim in. That's how he sold us our water filtering system. But the pH balance in your hot tub matters. The pH balance in your pool matters. Why do you reckon the pH balance in our bodies have been neglected? I found that really interesting as I was learning all of this today. So we got another video to educate us on the differences in the pH in the body.
To get started, we will review how to read and understand the pH scale. If you remember in chemistry, pH stands for the potential of hydrogen. And the pH scale is used to measure whether a liquid is acidic or basic. The word basic is synonymous with the word alkaline, so we will use these words interchangeably. The pH scale reads from 0 to 14. The middle number in green is 7, which represents neutral or balanced. 7 is neither acidic nor alkaline. Anything lower than 7 is acidic. Anything higher than 7 is alkaline. The lower the number, the more acidic, and the colors range down from yellow to dark red. The higher the number, the more alkaline, and the colors range from cool blue to awesome purple. Note that a slight change in pH measures a significant increase or decrease in pH because this scale is logarithmic. To illustrate, 6 is 10 times more acidic than 7. 5 is 100 times more acidic. 4 is 1,000, and so forth. This applies to the alkaline side as it increases tenfold in alkalinity as well. The main point is that a small shift means a big change. To give you an idea where things rank, most beverages are acidic and fall between 3 and 6. For example, purified and distilled water are around a 6, while coffee and sugary artificial drinks are around a 5. Alcohol is around a 4, while energy drinks and soda are around a 3. Next to stomach acid at a pH of 2.5. Anything lower than this in large quantities can be lethal. On the other side of the scale, human blood is maintained at a slightly alkaline pH of 7.4. Many fruits and vegetables are alkaline forming and can fall between 7.5 to 9. Pure water ranks at a stable 9.5 plus pH, made with natural ionic alkaline minerals. Cure's 9.5 plus is the ideal pH, made to neutralize and counterbalance acids, making it the perfect hydration choice to complement a balanced lifestyle. Now that you know how to understand the pH scale,
yes.
and have found out where certain beverages rank,
All right.
be mindful of what you drink. You know what's good for you. Make the right choice.
So I found a comparison, a sampling of pH and common waters that are sold in the marketplace. I really enjoyed this, and I'm sure you will too.
Okay, so the point of this video today is we've bought a bunch of bottled waters, and we're going to go ahead and try them out today to figure out what their pH level actually actually is in each of these bottles. Some of them are advertised as having a higher pH than normal, as you can see on Essentia right there with the 9.5. And others are just normal everyday bought waters. The one from Starbucks is in there, Trader Joe's brand, Zephyr Hills, Great Value, which is Walmart brand, Fiji, and at the end we have tap water. So we've got a lot of different ones to try out today, and we're just going to see exactly what their pH levels actually are. So I have some pH drops that we're going to use. We're going to put about 3 drops in each sample, and the darker blue or purple it is, the higher the pH level, and I'll show you on the bottle once we get those drops in there. A green, which is 7, is neutral, and that's where it should be at. Anything less than that. So if it turns out to be orange, yellowish, that's not good, and it means the water is acidic. So I'm going to have my assistants here get the drops going. Here, Julia, show the bottle to everybody. Okay, and you can see on there it has the different colors that we're going to match up at the end. So let's start down here with Icelandic Glacial. That advertises a pH of 8.4.
7.
Are you putting 3 drops in there? Okay, let that sit for a minute. Let's go to the next one. We'll compare them in a minute. This is Trader Joe's alkaline water and electrolytes, pH of 9.5. Okay, great. So let's just compare these two right now. So let's see.
It's around a
Neutral. That's about neutral right there.
Oh.
That matches the green right there. So Icelandic claims to be over an 8, but right now it's measuring 7. Trader Joe's electrolyte plus water, that's definitely, what number is that color? What number is that one?
That's an 8.
That's an 8, maybe a 8.5 on that one. So that's really good for Trader Joe's because they advertise 9.5. So that's the color we're shooting for right there. All right, let's try Essentia.
Wow.
That's darker.
Yep, that's even darker than the Trader Joe's one. So that's a great color. Okay, let's go to Voss. Oh, not good.
It's around a
Not good.
5 and a 6.
Where is it at?
It's around a 5 and a 6.
That's not even 6. That's a 5. So that's definitely an acidic water. It's a very expensive water, too. So I would not be drinking that one. Interesting. All right, let's go to you, Eternal. That's okay. Comparing that to the other ones, that's a little bit darker than Icelandic, but that's starting to turn blue. So that's definitely alkaline.
Yeah. Smart water.
That's good. Smart water. Let's see how good that one turns out.
Whoa. That's not good.
Not good at all.
That's worse than Voss. No, they're like the same.
Yeah, you got to give it a minute to turn. But yeah, again, smart water, that is ranking very low on the pH scale. So that is at an acidic level. Because remember, it's not even neutral until it hits green. And right now that's yellow. Let me see this bottle. Yeah.
It's not even neutral.
So it's at a 5. Okay, where are we going now?
Trader Joe's Mountain Spring.
Trader Joe's Natural Mountain Spring.
That's probably a 7. Neutral.
That's a 7?
Neutral. Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad because considering Trader Joe's has a brand that they advertise as alkaline water with electrolytes specifically, but their natural spring water, at least it's neutral. Okay, let's try the Starbucks brand Ethos water.
Whoa. That's not good.
Not good. Sorry, Starbucks.
That's worse.
I think that's the worst one so far. Definitely the worst one so far. Wow.
Definitely.
All right, Dasani.
We drink that, and we drink that Starbucks water.
And they're all advertised as purified or natural spring.
It's definitely orange.
Okay, Dasani, again, failing our test.
Aquafina. Ooh, these are all bad.
Negative. Horrible. Aquafina, very acidic.
Wow, that's bad.
Okay, let's go to Great Value, Walmart brand, purified drinking water. Garbage.
Still the same. Zephyr Hills we drink.
Garbage. All right,
So
Zephyr Hills. This is
our like,
our brand in
look how
Florida.
many of these are like so acidic.
Yeah, definitely no.
Oh, it's not bad.
Well, that's not bad.
Wow.
That passes. What color is that on the chart?
That is a
Neutral.
8, kind of 8, 7, around.
7.5.
Yeah.
7. Oh well, wait. That's almost an 8.
That's almost an 8.
Not yeah, almost an 8. But it's definitely neutral. A little bit more on the alkaline side.
Fiji. Oh, that's dark. Oh, sorry. That's dark. That's around 8.
Good job, Fiji.
Well,
And then this last one is
tap water. Ooh,
this
it's
is
gonna be bad.
Florida tap water.
What?
Ooh. Wow.
Florida tap water. Definitely better than some of these bottled brands.
Oh my gosh. That's like at Fiji's level.
No, Fiji's a little bit darker, but it's definitely better.
It's better than Zephyr Hills.
As far as ranking on the pH level, it's at an alkaline level. It's a little bit above neutral. So again, here's the final results of these. Remember, you don't want to be drinking these yellow ones. The darker the blue, the better. Some of these bottles you don't want to be wasting your money on.
You definitely want the Essentia. That's good.
So, remind you, this does not test fluoride levels or anything of that nature. This is strictly pH level. So you also want to check what the fluoride, if there's fluoride in any of these drinking waters. This was just for pH levels. All right. Thanks.
And so there is another option, the fruit infused waters, and we're seeing those everywhere. And I did a little video on those as well.
Hey guys, it's Danny, and today I am sharing my 5 favorite fruit infused water combinations. Now, I know that fruit infused waters are not a new concept, but to me they are, and I am absolutely in love with them. It's a really easy way to add some fun and flair to your water, and it makes it a whole lot easier to stay hydrated when you know that your water is going to be jam-packed with flavor. So there's really no specific recipe you need to follow here. Generally speaking, what I like to do is grab the really big 32-ounce mason jars. I fill them about 1/3 to halfway up with whatever flavors I'm using. Then I pack in some ice and fill the rest up with water. But really, guys, you could do this with any jar, with any flavor combinations, and any measurements you like. So just make it work with whatever it is you have on hand. Flavor combination number 1, fresh sliced grapefruit, rosemary, and lemon rinds. The lemon rind is where all the zest and concentrated lemon flavor is. This one is a mocktail. Kind of feels like you're drinking a cocktail, but not. Next up, halved strawberries, watermelon balls, and FYI, if you're interested in making your melon into these little balls, all you need is this little tool. You can buy it right on Amazon. I'll leave a link down in the description box below. But it makes it really fun, and if you have kids, they go absolutely crazy for them. And some fresh basil. This combination screams summer. You've got the watermelon and the berries, which the basil right from the garden. This is my children's, and I think it might be my personal favorite. Number 3, fresh sliced oranges. You could also do clementine segments if you had those on hand, blueberries, and mint. This one is packed with vitamin C. It's super nourishing, and those little blueberries are packed with antioxidants. Number 4, sliced lemons, cucumbers, and some fresh ginger. This one I like to start the morning with. I find it to be very cleansing, very energizing, and it gives my body a little kick. And last but not least, I have my melon ball galore. We've got fresh sliced lime with honeydew and cantaloupe balls. This one is super juicy and refreshing, and the kids especially love this one because it's like a party in a jar. Now, the best part about these waters is that you can refill them several times throughout the day, and all of the flavor from the fruit and the herbs will continue to release their goodness. And you can also take your straw and just muddle it down a bit, and the flavor gets even stronger. And one last tip that is great if you're taking these waters on the go is that you get a big jar of water so you're staying nice and hydrated, and then when you're done drinking, you've got this yummy little fruit snack on the bottom. So it's like a total win-win.
So, I wrote to nutrition support because those of us that are on the 5-in-1, we have to be careful of fruit. And I just wanted to make sure that if we use fruit to infuse our water, that would in no way interfere with our fat burn. For those watching this, I want to remind you about our client support call that's every Wednesday. There will be a link that's posted in our support group, and those calls are recorded, so we do post them later in case you missed them live. And if you have been a client previously or a client now, the nutrition support team is a great resource to have, and if you're not using it, you're really missing something. We use it a lot. The nutrition support, I wrote them and told them about this. And this is, let's see what we, oh, this is something Jerry, one of my clients, he likes to drink the sparkling water. And so this is what a reply from them would look like. So if you chose to write them at their email address, within a couple of days, you will get back an answer that's like that. And that was it. We're down to the end of our presentation. Water is life and clean water means health. So I'll stop the share screen now and see what we got for takeaways this evening. I bet we have a few. Hi, we're back. Why doesn't anybody look happy?
How money I spent on that expensive smart water, and I'm thinking about all the smart water I drank, and apparently it wasn't very smart.
That was.
I have a question.
Yes.
This is really stupid, but I don't understand what it means that it's that the water is pH balance or alkaline. I don't know what they're talking about.
Or acidic, yeah, I know.
Chemically.
So do you remember the machine that's on my counter that I turn on, and then I put water into the bottle and put it in my refrigerator? I keep two of them in there. One I keep with infused water, and one is the backup for when, and then I cook with that. Well, that's an alkaline machine. And Tony and I, we were in this little organic store that was down on John Young. It's gone now. And this guy came in, and he had his leg all bandaged up, and they were all coming around him, and they were talking to him. And I stood by and listened. And then I asked the same question you just asked. What's the deal? And it was about alkaline water. And he had had his leg scheduled to be amputated. And he had found out about alkaline water and had started on the alkaline water, and they were able to save his leg. And so I used to go buy alkaline water, but the alkalinity in it doesn't last. And that's what made Tony and I go ahead. We did this, I'd say easy 10 years ago. Wouldn't you say, Tony? You're muted. You're muted. You're muted, Tony. And so when somebody in the park here, they have breast cancer or something like that, I invite them to come over here and get the water from me. All I'm doing is running the water from my sink through the little machine, and they fill their jugs up and they come over here and get their water. But the pH in your body, the more alkaline it is, you actually have to, and I was thinking about this for you, Lisa, because your body has to be acidic to be sick. You can't get sick without your body being acidic. If your body has alkaline, if your body is alkaline, then you have homeostasis. And it isn't that you're going to not get sick, it is that you're not going to get as sick, and it won't take you as long to heal. And we, as good as you take care of yourself, I kept wondering, why does Lisa get sick? And I'm wondering, to what degree does smart water play into that? Because you drink a lot of smart water.
Well, I know without knowing any of this, I've always watched the color of my urine. And that always told me, drink more. It's not, it's not clear enough, or I don't feel good, or I have a headache, and it's always darker. So I use that as a real tool for me, but that's just been what I've done all my life, not knowing anything.
Yeah, and strong urine also. They didn't mention that, but that's also the case. So we're going to open up for our takeaways, and I told you my takeaways in the course of this conversation, and I enjoyed learning today in this, and I hope that it has taught you guys something too. And we'll start with Martha Pickering. She's up there in my first little box. And takeaway tonight, Martha?
I think the shock of, like Lisa said, the smart water, because I drink it there when I first went on the 5-in-1 all the time, because it sounded like it was really good. But then I did have an alkaline machine, and then it broke, and I haven't ever replaced it. But I think the different pH, or the different levels, was unbelievable between them. And but I do drink Fiji water a lot, and that was very.
That did really well. Yeah, that did really well. Tony, you're next. Oh, you share. Now you pick who you share.
Well, go with Tony.
There you go.
Go with Tony.
Yeah, I was surprised because I have bought smart water and I thought it was, supposed to be very good, but apparently it's not as good as just Zephyrhills, which is the cheapest. Zephyrhills water, plain water, not the Purify. Purify is not as good as just, regular. So that's to me is a little bit better. My takeaway is little Zephyrhills, which is cheaper, yet is still better than the smart water that's more expensive. I was
and it was no surprise the things that happen in your body when you don't get enough water or you don't drink.
Yeah, because
yeah, it impacts everything.
That's a big takeaway, because I have, like I said, I've told me this before, I don't drink enough water. If it wasn't for Connie, I'd probably be in trouble. So she forces me to have more water. She says, here, you need more water, drink more. So yeah, I drink now a lot better than I used to.
And who would you like to pass to, Tony?
I'll go to Dorothy.
Smart water has electrolytes in it. So if you're drinking for electrolytes, then that's altogether different, because I drink smart water because of that. But I don't drink a daily diet of it. It's more of that a day or the. And also I wanted to make a comment about nutrition support. Connie, how long ago did you?
You froze, but you're cute. Stop looking up there. So why don't we go on to Marcia Novita? So Dorothy gets unpuckered.
She's in suspended animation.
Go ahead, Marcia.
I guess the biggest takeaway is seeing the differences between the different waters. But I want to understand, what happens if you're drinking more water, but they're the yellower color? Is it bad for you, or is it still good that you're getting more water in?
Well, I'll pick up on what Dorothy said about the alkaline water have their smart water. I'll come back to you, Dorothy. I noticed that Trader Joe's, which I don't go to, Trader Joe's does have electrolytes in their water, and it's scored high in the pH. You could also buy electrolyte. I buy mine. I have the packet, and I buy it online at Amazon, and I just add it to my water one time a day. But I wouldn't. Now that I know that it's acidic, I wouldn't spend my money on smart water because of it being acidic. And I'd find another way to get my electrolytes. That would be me personally. I didn't know any of this either. This was all news to me today. So go ahead, Marcia, you can finish it and we'll go back to Dorothy.
Okay, because right now what I'm drinking is that Nestle Splash with the flavor. You know, it's like a grape flavor. It's just regular water. So I have no idea if it's good or not, but it's water.
Mm-hmm. And
So
you can always test pH yourself. You know, that's not hard. You just buy those little drops. But yeah, it's not a bad thing to. It's another thing that we've learned now that we can do to help ourselves. That's how I looked at that. And I know because I test my water in my alkaline machine. We have little sticks that we dip in it just to see at what level our alkaline is. So you can test your water. Dorothy, you were asking when did I post that thing from Nutrition Support? Why?
Oh, because I haven't been able, I sent them two messages and I've not gotten an answer, and it's been a long time.
I just wrote to them the other day for Jerry about the soda water. I wrote that on, I can't even see the date here. And I don't see the date, but it was, it was March the 6th that I wrote it. And they wrote me right back the next day.
I've got 2 letters in and I've got no response.
So any more you wanted to add from your takeaway?
No, I thought it was very good. I thought it was very, very good. I've never flavored my water with vegetables. And,
I have not, and I've been using infusers, and even though I didn't put a thing in here, there's obviously the fruit flavored would be much better for me than using the artificially sweetened flavors that I do, because anytime I try to just drink plain water, it sits there. And getting some water is better than getting, no water. I drink a gallon of water a day. But now if they come back and say it's okay to use that fruit for infusers, I'm going to go to that instead of my artificial sweetened ones. Who do you want to pass to, Dorothy?
Lisa.
Okay, so I actually quit buying Smart Water because I don't know why. I just quit, but I have drank a lot of it. I'm looking for other ways to get my electrolytes in. I think maybe because when I was strictly on the 5-in-1, I needed those electrolytes or I would get headaches. And now I'm having more meals, so I'm not being on the 5-in-1. I'm getting different things in my diet. But I drink a lot of bottled water, so I'm thinking I want to be I don't have cancer, but can I bring a jug over and fill it up?
Yes.
Absolutely. You too, Marcia, Bird Mom, you're welcome to do that.
Well, maybe I can just test the water and see if it's good.
And I need to, it makes me I'm mindful about, I'm recognizing that I've had progress in that I do drink, I am getting my water, pretty much water's all that I drink now. I'm realizing that I need to be looking at the quality of the water that I'm drinking. And this is an off subject, but Gary Grantham, we were just having a conversation about pH. So when you said 7, Daisy just had to have the stones removed and has had urinary problems. And that's what the vet watches, is the pH in her urine. So this was very, very valuable information. And as you always like to say, when we know better, we do better. So while I'm getting my water, I need to be looking at the quality of the water that I am drinking.
Yeah, that's the lesson.
I can't drink my I have a well, and I haven't.
She froze.
Yeah, no, she's frozen.
I can't.
There she is. She's back. No. Well, thank you, Lisa. And Martha Toth, are you the last one?
I think so.
Just confused.
No, I'm not as confused as I was, but
she's made notes.
Throw in here Gatorade. My aunt drinks Gatorade, and when she doesn't feel well. What does Gatorade have in it that have to do with the electrolytes?
Well, it depends on which one you're drinking. Are you drinking the one with sugar, or are you drinking Gatorade Zero?
No, the 0.
Okay, and so it does have the electrolytes in it. That's good.
So how do you add up electrolytes or know you have enough or?
Well, that's all based on how you feel. And electrolytes are it's just sodium that's in your body and magnesium. If you took a magnesium supplement, and they'll even say use that Himalayan salt, and that will help you. That was one of the.
H0 is great if you're in the heat, if you're playing sports, if you, out in the sweating a lot, it's very good to have the water, that 0 for you. It puts all the electrolytes back in your body.
It might have potassium in it too, Connie.
Yes, I think so too.
Okay, I didn't hear that.
Real important.
Potassium, magnesium, and sodium.
Yeah, because
the supplement that you sussed out, because you did a lot of research, that has the potassium and the magnesium and calcium, I'm wondering if that, because I'm active but I don't sweat a lot, so I'm wondering if I even need to be adding other electrolytes other than
Probably not, because you do take your magnesium and potassium. You got the same supplement that I have. That's a very good point, Lisa. Isn't it amazing how much we know?
The magnesium, I've studied that a lot to find something for the highs of bipolar, because I couldn't take the medications for various reasons, and I may still take my Prozac for the depression, but for the highs, the magnesium keeps me happier, more stable. Then it just works well with it.
Supplements are a wonderful thing. People do not utilize them enough.
Yeah.
Electrolytes,
they can be overdone as well.
If you don't have electrolytes, though, you can have problems with your heart rate.
Very important. And when you're drinking a lot of water, electrolytes have to be a concern, because those electrolytes will be removed by the fluids that you're taking in. So,
that's what happened to me at your house, Connie.
That was it. Dorothy was sitting right here by me and went into a seizure. Scared me to death.
Yeah.
That was our first encounter in person. Thank you, Dorothy.
She wanted you to remember her.
I will never forget Dorothy. It was frightening.
I went by ambulance.
Yes, you did. And you cannot play with your electrolytes. You absolutely cannot.
I need to look at that more closely for myself, because as I have, that's all I drink. The only thing I drink is water and some Powerade, and I use the Optavia infusers. But it's good that I'm getting my water, but now I need to examine.
Lisa, I will share with you the electrolytes that I have here, the packets.
But I'm not getting.
You're outside a lot. You're also exercising a lot.
Very active.
It would be very easy for you to not have enough electrolytes. It would be very easy for you, because you do all those things and all day long. You don't. It's not just for an hour.
That's why but even the smart water, I just drink one of those a day for electrolytes.
Yeah.
So I do need to explore that more. Sounds like I need to have a session with my coach to see what I can improve. Right, Coach?
You got it. So, everybody enjoy tonight?
Yes.
Very much.
Okay, till next week. I haven't decided yet, but I'll figure a subject that will benefit all of us.
Okay.
This was very good. Thank you.
This was very good with water, because but Sulphur Hill water here in Florida is cheap.
Yeah, that turned out good.
And it's good water. You know, you get a whole, 48 bottles for $5 over cents.
Can I get it in Ohio?
Yeah, Zephyr Hills is everywhere.
You sure can. Zephyr Hill.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what amazed?
I knew it came from Florida.
You know what amazed me is that she said that Florida water is between a 7 and an 8.
Can I come over and fill up a jug of water?
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, I'll close off the meeting now. Y'all can hang tight a minute. I'm just going to stop recording. Thank you for coming. You know, I appreciate it really a lot.